How's it going again, Titan? I just wanted to Instagram this out. Can my brain just function for 1 minute? Oh, this sounds good, but that might change until you play. Oh, why, it sounds good on my end, but, you know. Oh, good. Then you can eat and watch me play. Well, you eat. I'm going to try to stay as quiet as possible so I can actually let the characters talk without interrupting them. I choked on.
Good evening to you, sir.
Choked on my tea reading your message. Thanks.
Can I help you, sir?
Well, I hope so. My name's Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. I'm investigating the case of the origami killer. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My son is dead, Mr. Shelby. I have nothing more to say.
Regular Lipton. Black tea, I think?
I'll leave my card, in case you change your mind.
Don't bother, Mr. Shelby. There really is no point.
Oh, do you sell inhalers? I'm all out, and at least I won't go away completely empty-handed.
In the back of the store, to the right.
Thanks.
Sounds good. Someone needs to clean the floor.
Good evening, sir. Are you looking for something in particular?
Give me what you got in the registry. Don't fucking try anything. Open the register, you dumb fuck. Put the money on the counter. Shit, you deaf or what? Are you gonna open that fucking register or not?
No, sir. You do not have the right to steal that money from me. I have worked very hard to earn it. You cannot have it.
What did you say? You're out of your fucking mind, man. You don't get it, do you? I'm gonna put a fucking bullet right between your eyes if you don't do what I say now.
You shall not be robbing my register, sir. That money is mine. I ask you now to leave before it is too late.
Christ, goddamn idiot! Open the register! Don't make me fucking kill you!
No, sir. That I cannot do.
Don't turn
I'll
around.
waste you, man. I ain't joking. I swear to God, man, I'll blow your fucking brains out!
Punk. Didn't give me any choice.
1,000 thank you, sir. I don't know what would have happened if you had not been here.
It's every mini
At
Mars.
least I didn't come by for nothing. Have a nice day.
When my boy, Razor, disappeared, I received a letter with a locker ticket inside. Inside the locker, I found this box. I do not understand what it means, but I think it must be a sort of message from the man who took my son from me.
Can I?
Please, take the box if it can be of any use to you at all. It did not help me to save Reza, but maybe it will help you find the other little boy. Mr. Shelby, I was beginning to think that there was no good to be found in this place. I can see now that I was wrong.
I'm surprised they put pickles on the sandwich. Usually, they have to ask you with everything that they put on anything now, because everyone's allergic to everything. If you think of it, it's really cucumbers. Tylenol and pickles sounds like a good mix there, Titan. This should bring in the viewers. Nope, just hot water. They filter they infuse the water with soap. Oh, did not want to go around the showers again. Just run a big circle. What's in here? This is riveting gameplay. X2 in water 1. Wait, X2 in 1 water. Hydration and cleaner. Oh, yes. Yeah, yep. Gotcha. I got a peeping Tom in this house. Ah, who left the refrigerator open? You bastards. Now, I have my controller plugged in, so every time I have to do a motion control, it's
There's
gonna
someone
sound
here.
really weird.
There's someone in the apartment. The phone on the desk. I could call for help. The front door. It's the only way out. If I can reach it, I still have a chance.
Well, I don't think you're gonna be able to call anyone, so let's just escape since we're closer that way. Oh, please work, please work, please work. Yes, work. Okay. Great, thank you. Oh, fuck you, I hit that. I'm gonna get killed. Nope. Nope, not happening. Gotcha, bitch. Fuck you. Please don't make me hit L2. I don't think the button's working. I did that. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's right, it was a dream. Oh, you broke your R2. Yeah, I think my L2, it was acting up when I was trying to type in my password before. And I don't think this game, except for like foot movement, really requires it, thankfully. But I have my controller plugged in, so it's a big pain in the ass anyway.
When the parents came home from church, all their children were gone. They searched and called for them, they cried and begged, but it was all to no avail. The children have never been seen again.
Well, you should have brought your children to church then.
I have to get out of here and find out what this ticket is about.
You know, I didn't even see them. I was just laughing at his, at what he was reading. It's 7:32.
Gonna have to make it through the crowd. I can't take crowds. Just can't handle it. I can't make it. Too many people. Too many people.
Oh, now I see the pores, yeah. And that was 2010, too. This game still looks phenomenal now. He has a vitamin D deficiency. Possibly, or anxiety. Or both. I mean, his whole life around him crashed. Can't blame the guy.
Jason!
Dad!
Oh, come on, go around.
Jason! Jason! Jason!
Dad!
Jason!
Dad! Dad!
Jason! Line 18, box number 3.
Oh, hey, Chrissy. Hi, Pons. Welcome back. Well, welcome back to Pons. And hello, Chris. Welcome back after 4 years now. Good to see you. How's the internet, Pons? Hello, got you shooked. Welcome, welcome. It's always good to be wired. I wish you know what, at this point, wireless should be just as good as wired. Yeah, this game is, I forgot who said yesterday, I think it was, Genetic Garbage was saying that this looks like, Silent Hill, which I agree. Are you prepared to show courage to save your son, Joe's garage and parking lot? Oh, and the address. 4988 Roosevelt Avenue, Lexington.
Help! Dad!
Sean.
Where are you? I'm so cold. Dad! Dad!
How far are you prepared to go to save someone you love? Five origami figures. Each figure is a trial. Each trial provides letters. The letters reveal an address. Now I could have put that on top of the desk instead of hiding it under the bed. And I forgot. It's actually 6 endings to this game. I said there was 4 yesterday.
The killer is white, aged between 30 and 45. He doesn't act on impulse, but plans his crimes in a very meticulous fashion. He doesn't have anything personal against the victims.
Yeah, well, once
That's
everyone
why he
gets
covers their
through,
faces
you know,
with mud to make them anonymous.
Actually, I won't say anything. Never mind puns.
Why does he
but
kill them if he doesn't have anything against them?
we'll all upgrade and evolve
For him, they're
eventually
more of
for
an
Wi-Fi
image,
to
a
be as
symbol.
good as
That's
wired.
probably why he gives him an origami figure and an orchid as gifts to apologize for what he's done to them.
Very interesting. And where does all that get us?
The best way of tracking a predator is to be familiar with his behavior.
That may be true in novels, but there's a child's life at stake here.
Continue, Jaden.
One detail attracted my attention. The interval between the time when a victim disappears and the time when the body is found ranges from 3 to 5 days. But the rainfall is always at 6 inches, give or take 10%.
What on earth does that mean?
All the victims were drowned in rainwater. The killer kills only in the fall when there is plenty of
There
rain.
also aren't
It could be that he puts them in
replicators
some
either,
sort of well
but
or
I can
tank
go
that
on
is open to
forever
the
with
skies
that.
and that fills up with rainwater. The more it rains, the less time the victim has to live.
Can you guys hear me from this point? Because I keep leaning into the microphone. but
Then
I'd
I
rather-
studied the geographical distribution of the murders. Generally, a killer commits his first murder near to where he lives, so he has a safe place to flee to if any complications arise. The more confident he becomes, the further he roams from his base. By analyzing the
I mean that,
locations where
thank
the
you.
victims disappeared, I was able to isolate a zone where the killer might live.
And what size is this, zone?
Thank you.
For the moment, about 10 square mile.
Oh, great. Must be 10,000 people live in that sort of area. You gonna question them one by one?
The more clues we get, the more we can reduce the zone. We can then cross-check it with our list of suspects and identify the killer.
So what's next?
There are 2 suspects whose psychological profile might fit and can be connected to the comfort zone. I'd like to question them.
God damn it. We're wasting our time with this bullshit. The killer's out there somewhere, and we gotta get off our asses and find him.
The killer is no ordinary murderer. He is intelligent, organized, and methodical. You won't find him by patrolling the streets.
Tell me, Agent Jaden, did you get your vast experience on the job, or did you just fucking read about it in some school book?
I came here to find a killer. And that is exactly what I'm gonna do. With or without your help.
Fucking asshole!
That's enough! You said it took 6 inches of rainfall before the victim died. How much time do we have left?
If the weather forecasts are right, less than 72 hours.
Good thing you're not in England.
No answer. We waste our time coming here.
Maybe we should have a little look inside anyway.
There's nobody home.
There is now.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
Call the cops.
Looks like Nathaniel Williams is a pretty religious guy.
He's a God-fearing idiot, waiting for the end of the world. We questioned him a few months back because he was causing a disturbance in the park. He was ranting and raving. Said he heard voices. Had this idea in his sick little head that I was the Antichrist. I'd come to Earth to persecute him. Real twisted.
Man, talk about a pharmacy. Nope, go back in. Nope, nothing.
Candles are still lit. He should be back soon.
Alright, I was in here already. I think I have to go back to the door. There he is. There he is. When my girlfriend thinks I'm at the strip club, I'm actually in this apartment praying.
Good timing, Nathaniel. Just the man we're looking for.
Yeah, I don't think he's the suspect. I mean, I don't think he's the perpetrator.
I'm Agent Norman Jaden, FBI. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
As God is my witness, I haven't done anything. I'm innocent.
Relax.
See,
Nobody's
Pons should know
accusing you
this
of anything.
accent.
We just want to talk.
I'll buy
Nathaniel, do you remember where you were last Tuesday at 4:30 p.m.?
Here. I was here. I was praying. All day.
Was there anybody with you?
No. No, I was alone.
You were arrested in a case where a child disappeared from a park. What exactly happened?
I'm innocent. I have nothing to do with those murders. I was in the park because God spoke to me. I was arrested because I am the chosen one. That's all.
Where do you work, Nathaniel? Do you have a job?
My sole occupation is praying to the all-merciful Lord for the salvation of humanity.
What about the voices, Nathaniel? Do you still hear the voices? We know who talks to you, don't we, Nathaniel? Or we both know who talks to you.
Don't speak that name.
What does he say to you, Nathaniel?
Blake, what are you doing?
I can't talk about it. You mustn't talk about it.
He orders you to go and find new prey, doesn't he? He needs more and more.
No. No. You mustn't mention him. You'll bring him here.
He told you to go and find that kid.
Leave him alone.
The voices tormented you all night long. You wanted them to stop, didn't you, Nathaniel?
Stop! Stop! That's enough!
So you obeyed them to make them stop.
Curtis,
you took
shit!
that boy
Are
with
you
you
out
and
of
you
your
drowned
mind?
him. Isn't that right?
No! Stop! Stop!
You killed them, didn't you, Nathaniel? Are you gonna confess, you bastard?
You are the Antichrist.
Put down the gun,
I shall
Nathaniel.
dispatch you to your father in hell. He is the son of Satan. He was sent to work
Should I
to
shoot him?
destroy us. For Christ's sake, shoot!
You're not gonna kill the Antichrist with a revolver, Nathaniel. He's much too powerful for
The
that.
Antichrist, my ass!
Come on, Chad,
Get
should I
that
shoot
gun
him?
out of my face!
Now gently put the gun down on the floor.
Team, You shall regret confronting the emissary of the Lord.
Okay.
You shall know divine power.
Titan, you're so nice.
Keep calm. Everything is gonna be fine, Nathaniel.
Christ all powerful, defend us in our battle with the forces of evil. Protect us from the cunning and wiles of the demon. May God Almighty manifest the power of his empire. And may divine power cast Satan and all the other spirits that prowl the world in search of souls into the darkest depths of hell.
Lieutenant Blake is gonna leave our planet right now and return to the realm of shadows. Creature of darkness, I do beseech you to return to the realm of shadows and leave our Nathaniel in peace.
Oh, Pons, come on. Oh, I didn't see. All right, well, I had 2 to 1. All right, unfortunately, I have 2 to 1.
Back away, slowly. I shot
Titan,
him.
I would have went with you. I would have voted as
Yep.
well.
Looks like you did.
Titan
That's how
can
I'll
go
miss
to
him.
sleep tonight while the 2
Come on, let's
of
go.
you have to live with this. Chris and Pons. Look what you made me do. That's it. Titan, I agree with you, but I asked chat and it was 2 to 1. And I have to equally weigh out all your votes. But at least you could sleep. He needed a bullet. Aw. I think life was suffering enough for him. Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible, terrible.
Mrs. Bowles? Anybody home? Oh, Jesus.
It's too hard. I can't stand it anymore. Take care of my baby.
Wait a minute.
Should I ignore the baby too, Chris and Pons?
You looking for your mama?
Oh, okay. I have to go check. Someone's been drinking.
Mrs. Bowles? Mrs. Bowles, are you there?
Oh my. Wow. Shoot the baby. Chris, I'm assuming you don't have any children.
Oh, shit. Mrs. Bowles! Mrs. Bowles, can you hear me? Wake up! Wake up! I'm gonna call an ambulance.
No, I don't want to go to the hospital. Please.
Okay. You got something around here I can dress this wound with?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, don't move. I'll be right back. Let's see. I need this, and this, and this. There, I done what I can. That should stop the bleeding. Luckily, the wounds aren't too deep. Hey.
Yeah, you didn't try hard enough.
You okay?
My baby. My baby needs me.
Right. You stay there. I'll take care of the baby. Okay?
Do you know what to do? With a baby, I mean.
I'm a private eye. There's nothing I can't do.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. He's a private eye.
Her
There's
name is
nothing he
Emily.
can't tolerate.
Gotcha.
Now he's gonna go take care of baby. Or shoot it. Blood on your hands.
Hi there, Emily. So, what seems to be the problem, huh? Oh! Going by the smell, I got a pretty good idea. Okay. How do you do this again? There you go, fresh new baby.
Fresh new baby.
That should feel better. Right, Emily?
Oh, you guys are terrible. That's because you're not a female.
Hey, what's the matter? I thought we solved the
You
problem.
don't have the attachment.
I guess I better warm this thing up. Oh, Emily, are you hungry? Huh? You hold on. I'll just tilt this bottle a little bit so you don't choke. Okay? Oh, good job, Emily. Hmm? You're feeling good now, right? Now, I'm gonna rock you very gently so you can have a nice little snooze. Okay? All right.
Remind me never to let you babysit if I ever have children. Womp. Oops. Oh.
Oh. Sorry, kid. You're not done rocking, right?
That's because I threw him in the crib on accident.
Thanks for looking after my baby. I didn't want to leave her. I just couldn't cope anymore. Just not having Jeremy around. He was such a good boy. Can't understand why anyone would want to hurt him.
Do you take care of this baby on your own? Doesn't Jeremy's father live with you anymore?
Oh my God, shake
He
the baby.
disappeared.
Terrible.
The day after Jeremy. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he couldn't take it. Ever since I've had to look after Emily all on my own, and I couldn't do it anymore.
I understand. Did your husband say anything before he disappeared? Did he leave a note or something?
No. He left the house without a word, and there was just the cell phone.
A cell phone?
Yeah, I found a cell phone in his dresser. I'm sure it wasn't his. I'd never seen it before. I tried to turn it on, but it didn't work.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's in a drawer in the living room. You can have it if you'd like. I'm sure it's of more use to you than to me.
Do you have any family or anybody to help you?
Yeah. My mother. I didn't want to ask her for anything. We don't really get along. But I guess I'm out of options.
Well, look after yourself. And Emily.
I will. I promise.
Good luck, Emily. You take care of your mama.
Excuse me? Hey!
Oh! Huh. Sorry. Didn't see you. What can I do you for?
I'd like to get my car.
Hey, you're a pretty patient guy, you are. That car's been there for 2 years. We took it out for a drive every month and checked the tires and batteries, just like you said. Here, it's the 3rd floor down. Service elevator is at... Oh, you have yourself a good one, Chief.
Looks like a bunch of Mustangs. Is it this one?
Your destination is 4 miles from here. Leave the parking lot and take the first right.
This part's fun. Look at those rims on that car.
Take a left at the next intersection. Keep to the right and take the first exit. Reached your destination. Are you ready to show your courage in order to save your son? Listen carefully. Take the highway and drive against the traffic for 5 miles. If you haven't reached your destination in 5 minutes, you will have failed.
I can do it. I'd do anything to save my son. If I succeed, I'll get more letters for the hangman. It's my only lead. No turning back now. I've got to do it. For Sean's sake. I have no choice.
Let's go. You know how I was saying that L2 button doesn't work? It doesn't work.
Please press the screen. Destination reached. Please press the screen. Destination reached. Please, your reward is in the glove compartment. The key is inside the GPS. Your reward is in the glove compartment. The key is inside the GPS. Your reward is in the glove compartment.
Oh, I got it anyway. Stop for gas. Look at the cops that were chasing. You know what? They were like, oh, that guy's a goner. It's funny, you don't see anyone outside smoking really anymore. It's like a rare sighting. I remember when smoking used to be cool.
The atmosphere here is one of concern, as there is still no news of 10-year-old Sean Morris, who disappeared yesterday. A recent report indicates that the police are now treating this as another kidnapping by the origami killer. If this information is confirmed,
hello there, sweetheart. What can I do for you?
Why are motel owners
I'd like a
always
room.
seedy as shit?
For you? Anything. Feeling the register.
Must be in the northeast.
Madison Page, 27, single. How long will you be staying with us, Ms. Page?
I don't know yet.
How long will you be staying with us, Mrs. Page?
Room 201.
Room 201.
Last floor, stairs on the right, in the courtyard.
Thanks.
The pleasure was all mine.
That's for
Oh,
sure.
it's about really. Have you ever seen Hoarders? That's terrifying. Wait, why is this the first floor? This is the first floor is the ground floor. This would be the third floor. Maybe they are in England. Is it 201? 207? Oh, there's Ethan. Yeah, it's just as bad.
Sir? Are you alright?
Wait, so is it like after someone goes into the motel room, they go in and see what happened in there or something? Like, it's terrible.
You're badly hurt. You need a doctor.
It's terrible.
Please, just help me to my room. It's number 207.
Yeah, but then the cop has like a Boston accent, so it makes no sense. I really actually don't think they have a location. It's a created, yes, it's a created environment. Wait, I forgot what Jory said. Is he 207? Oh, there we go.
Have you got the key?
Oh, it's like, oh, okay, now I get what it is. They just never clean up after the last person. That's disgusting. Oh, that's terrible. It's alright, I'm such a germaphobe that, like, I rip the cover off the bed and, like, sleep in my clothes.
You're really in bad shape. You should see a doctor.
Must have one, maybe two broken ribs. It's not fatal. But it's sore as hell.
And they always use carpeting in hotels too, so I'm always like wearing my shoes.
Your head is bleeding. It looks deep.
Like I'll never walk barefoot in a hotel. You seem so good. I'm not reading chat anymore. Not reading chat. Ugh. Oh God. Yeah, like I'll put my jacket down if I have to sit on like public seating. That's what happens when you watch too many of those
Paraphenol
shows.
anti-fever. Administer only in cases of high fever.
What does he have again? Wounds? So I need like antiseptic.
I should disinfect his cuts.
Sounds good. What else is in here? Well, I need that. Is there anything? So we're just taking one? Alright, great.
I should disinfect his cuts.
Is that disinfectant? I guess it is. Let's see.
I'm gonna disinfect your wound. This might hurt a
stuff
little.
that I think is disinfectant, but she just said she's gonna disinfect your wounds, but she didn't tell me what I was picking up.
Sorry.
Oh, stop being a
Are
baby.
you okay?
Child.
There.
I hate my job.
At least it won't get infected.
Oh God, why? We're
Thanks.
just having a gangbang. It's like- Wait, what, now we gotta go back? Tell me we gotta go back to the oh my God, we gotta go back to the bathroom? I was trying to grab everything we needed.
Necoprin 100 antibiotics. Administer to
good.
combat infection.
Yeah, that's what antibiotics usually do.
Here. Take this.
It should do you some
Do you
good.
want to go back to the cabinet to
What
get
is
a
it?
Band-Aid too?
It's an antibiotic.
An antibiotic? I'm no doctor, but I don't
Oh.
think there's any risk of infection with a broken
Red
rib.
Robin.
Okay,
yum.
I'll see if I can find anything else.
Every time I say, I know the tune. I've just never been to a Red Robin. Oh my god. What? Why don't you just tell me what's in-
Paraphenol anti-fever.
Oh, anti-fever. Okay,
Administer
fine.
only in cases of high fever.
Do you have a high fever? We don't have a thermometer, but let's test your, forehead.
Take this. It should do you some good.
What is it?
It'll help bring down the fever.
But I'm,
Oh.
not running a fever.
Okay, I'll see if I can find anything else.
See, now I'd take the gun and shoot this guy in the head.
Listen,
And just end this
thanks
game.
for your help, but I think I can take it from here.
Right. I better go.
By the way, I'm Ethan.
Madison.
Alright, get your box. Get the box. The one in Comac is good. I built that 2 years ago. Sit at the desk. Oh, see, I don't go out that far anymore. But if I'm in the area, I'll check it out. I happen to find myself in Comac. Are you prepared to suffer to save your son? The old... What? You know what? Sorry guys, I don't know what it said because the game assumes that I could read really fast and pay attention. So ridiculous. Press touchpad button to access the control screen. Oh, look who's here. Hams. Hello, Hams. Welcome back. Thanks everyone for stopping in and
Was that the
keeping me
first
company,
time?
by the way.
Sorry?
First time you killed somebody.
Yeah, thanks to Chris and Pons, we shot the guy.
It always does something to you the first time. Then you get used to it.
Oh, it's funny, you all are mods. I didn't even realize that.
I'm not sure I want to get used to it.
Oh.
That's him.
Alright, I gotta pay attention
Miroslav
because
Korda?
this is a lot of TTE
Yeah?
right here.
Lieutenant Carter Blake, I'd like to ask
Welcome
you some
again,
questions.
Hams.
Shit, don't just stand there. He's gonna get away.
Ah! Hey, man, watch it, dude! Hey, watch it, man! Whoa!
come on, I get that. Stop it.
Whoa! Hey, man, watch it! Hey, man, what's your problem?
Wow, live chicken wings. Oh, look, it's the evil within. And then the guy turns into the keeper.
This time it looks like we got our origami killer.
What's a horror game without a meat locker?
No. Mm.
You do the reverse order, Pons. Aren't you supposed to smoke then eat? Oh, I'm not. No, I don't want to watch you go to the bathroom. Had enough of that before. Oh, someone's at the door. Who could that be?
You said I could contact you if I remembered anything. Can I come in?
Sure. Please, take a seat.
I just remembered something. Maybe it's not important, but a letter arrived in the mail the morning Johnny disappeared.
A letter? What kind of a letter?
It was addressed to Johnny's father. I don't know what was inside it, but he read it and then he left. That's the last time I saw him.
And you think there's a connection between that letter and Johnny's death, is that it? Do you remember anything else about the letter?
Well, I don't know why, but I kept the envelope.
Nothing particular. Except the address.
The address?
It was typed with an old typewriter. Could be a lead, you never know.
You have an old typewriter.
Well, thanks for your help, Lauren. I'll let you know if it leads to anything.
Wait, I can't just sit around and do nothing while you're out there looking for the man who killed my son. Ever since you came around, I've been thinking, and I want to come with you. Help you in your investigation?
I'm sorry, Lauren, but that is out of the question.
If you won't let me help you, I'm keeping the envelope. It's all or nothing.
I'm sorry, Lauren, but I work alone.
How many clues have you got, Mr. Shelby? This envelope. Maybe your only link to the killer. I understand. It was a stupid idea. Sorry for wasting your time, Mr. Shelby.
Wait. You're really something special, Lauren. I'll give you that.
I'm just a mother. A mother who wants to find out who killed her son. Are we partners?
We're partners. Maybe you better stay in the car.
We're partners, remember? Wherever you go, I go. What are we doing here?
We come to see Gordy Kramer.
Kramer? The bigwig tycoon from Kramer Construction?
No, his son.
You think maybe he's the origami killer?
For now, I just have a few questions that need answers.
What a joint! Kramer must be loaded. What do you think he paid for all this shiny crap?
We'll discuss Kramer's decor another time.
Are we gonna be here long? This place gives me the creeps.
I'm gonna go find Gordy Kramer. You stay here till I come back. Okay?
Okay, just let me know if you need me.
Gordy.
Gordy hasn't seen anyone. Beat it.
Look, here's Mr. Franklin. He says I should go up.
You talk so crazy if I shove that wallet down your throat? Beat it. I ain't for sale.
If I want to see Gordy Kramer, I'm gonna have to go about it some other way.
Whoa. You see that guy over there? Do you know what he said about you? What'd he say? The bastard! Ah, sort him out! You motherfucker! Were you talking about my mother, you big monkey in a sheep suit? You're thinking, oh, you're a big man. I'm a bigger man. Ah, you just know. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, monkey. I'm talking to you, you big ape. What are you saying about my mother? You get wild with me, my little friend. And you know who I am?
Mr. Kramer?
Shh! This is the best part.
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. I'm investigating the case of the origami killer. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'd like to know exactly what happened to little Joseph Brown.
Beat it! You hear me? Get the hell out of here!
What do you want?
A witness saw little Joseph Brown get in the back of your limousine. That was the last time anybody ever saw him. Now, I know you've been arrested and interrogated until your father made a little phone call and the file was closed. I'd like to hear your version of the facts.
The kid was lost. I just offered to drive him home. The police arrived, I explained the misunderstanding, and I was released. End of story. Nothing to get excited about, right?
Okay, so you're a good Samaritan taking kids home who happen to get lost right next to your limousine? Now be a nice guy and tell me something I can't believe.
Very well. I get my victims into my car. I drown them in rainwater. Then I dump them on a wasteland with an origami figure in one hand and an orchid on their chest. I do that because I'm bored, Mr. Shelby. And it's a creative and entertaining way of having fun. Is that good enough for you? Or do you want more? This interview is over.
Get rid of this clown!
It's a dangerous game you're playing, Kramer.
Do you know who my father is? He only has to lift one finger and you won't wake up tomorrow morning. You're the one that should be afraid, Mr. Shelby, not me.
Glass. Broken glass. Sharp as a razor. Impossible to go back. I'm gonna have to crawl through it, slowly, so I don't tear up my arms. The match flame. It indicates where the fresh air comes from. All I have to do is follow the wind. A dead end. I'm gonna die in here if I don't find a way out soon. The match flame. It indicates where the fresh air comes from. All I have to do is follow the wind.
Oh no. Don't tell me that I'm getting stuck.
My vision's getting blurry. Easy does it. I've got to move slowly, or I'm gonna faint. Right. I guess I don't really have any choice.
Well, it's Roosevelt. No, it's it looks like Roosevelt. Yeah, that's why people order packages, hams. It's like Christmas. Except you know what you're getting. Unless you order a lot of stuff and you don't know what's arriving. And unless it's something you have to put together, then it's kind of like hell.
Oh my god.
Oh good, it's another medical session with Madison.
Ethan. Ethan, can you hear me? I'm gonna have to get your clothes off to disinfect those wounds.
Do you have a fever now?
You've got a hell of a fever. Your arms look really bad. I need to disinfect your wounds.
Yeah, you should touch them too. It's a good idea. Oh, now she's grabbing everything. Jesus Christ, why couldn't you do that before?
I'm no doctor, but I'll do what I can. Your wounds are disinfected. Sorry, I'm stupid. I'm using anti-burn ointments on your cuts.
Yeah, I don't know what ointment it is. When I get a cut, I put, you know, I disinfect it, put ointment, and then bandages. Like Neosporin is an ointment. No, let's not list that it's a burn ointment.
He's unconscious. Now I'll just have to wait. And hope he wakes up.
Now, if I would have left the box on the table, she could have been nosy and snooped through it. But since I put it under the bed, she won't be able to find it.
How do you feel?
I've been better. Was I out for long?
About 3 hours.
Why the Guardian Angel act? You don't even know me.
When I was a child, I was always the one who used to fix my brothers up when they'd been fighting with the other kids on the block. I suppose I like to play the Guardian Angel.
You said you were here because you're an insomniac?
I've been going through a bit of a tough patch the last few months. It's the kind of stuff you prefer to forget. I do what I can to live with it, but, it's not easy. That's the second time I found you in a bad way. You always seem to be running for your life. What's happening, Ethan? You mixed up with the mafia? Owe someone money? Something like that?
Oh no, the box is on
Listen,
the table.
I'm truly grateful for your help, but for your own sake, I think it's better if you don't ask any questions.
Maybe I could help you.
No one can help me. You've already done a lot, Madison.
Right. I'm gonna go. Take care.
No one can help me. Fucking journal. Did you mean to say journalists? I use super glue. Are you prepared to make a sacrifice to save your son? 9711 Marble Street.
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. I've got nothing to do with that business. I never killed nobody.
Oh, no? Then why did you run away when they came to question you?
I already told you I forgot to report to my
It
parole
doesn't
officer.
fit this.
I didn't want to go back to prison. When I saw the cops, I just bolted. I
It
wasn't
doesn't fit
thinking
the
straight.
profile to be stealing kids.
We checked out his statement. He has an alibi for at least 3 of the murders.
Fuck, that bastard was a perfect fit.
No, he wasn't. Probably hijacks cars. He's not going to be stealing, 8-year-old kids.
Ash? Okay. Sean Moss's mother's here. She'd like to speak with you.
It was a few months back. The middle of the night.
Tops.
It was pouring down. Ethan came home completely drenched at about 3. I asked him where he'd been. He spoke about drowning, the rain. He didn't make any sense. There was something in his eyes. As if it wasn't really him. There may be no connection, but the next day there was that announcement about another victim of the origami killer. Find my son. I'm begging you.
I'm Police Lieutenant Carter Blake, and this is Agent Norman Jaden of the FBI. According to our information, Ethan Mars is one of your patients. We'd like to ask you a few questions about him.
I'm sorry, that's impossible.
I beg your pardon?
I'm bound by an oath of secrecy. Under no circumstances may I discuss my patients.
My job is to find Sean Mars alive, and I don't give a damn about any bullshit oath.
It's your duty to inform the police if you suspect one of your patients, Doctor.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. Now I must ask you to leave.
You need to cooperate, for your own sake.
Sean Mars's life may depend on what you know. Tell us what you know, Doctor.
Are you threatening me?
I'm just giving you some free advice, Doc. I suggest you take it.
Blake, that's enough. Let's get out of here.
I am going to call the police and make a complaint about your behavior.
Doctor, you are really pushing my buttons. The only thing I'm interested in is saving that kid's life. So, you're gonna be a good boy and tell me what I want to know, or I am really gonna lose my temper.
Should I stop Blake from, beating him up, or should I let him beat him up?
You have no right!
What are you doing? You out of your mind?
Back off, Jaden. This guy knows something, and I'm not leaving here until he tells me what it is.
Stop. Alright. I'll listen to Titan this time if I have time to.
Come on, Doc. There's an easy way and a hard way. It's your fucking choice.
You have no right to hit him.
I'm saving a kid's life for Christ's sake. If you don't like it, leave.
If you don't let go of this man immediately, I'll report you and you'll be off the case.
What the hell's the matter with you, Norman? Were you getting cold feet? You don't want to save Sean Mars anymore?
I want to save Sean Mars just as much as you do, but that doesn't give me all rights. So you're gonna stop this shit right now!
Ethan Mars has had psychological problems since his first son died. Feels responsible for his death. A sort of morbid neurosis. He is haunted by visions of drowning bodies. A few weeks ago, after one of our usual sessions, I found this on the floor. It must have fallen out of his pocket.
Ash, I want you to assign every available man to finding Ethan Mars. I want a man outside his place day and night. Notify all agencies to start looking for him. I want you to keep an eye on the train stations, the airports, the bus terminals. I want every cop in the city on his ass, so that if he moves, we know about it. Yes, Ethan Mars is the origami killer.
How did you come to that conclusion? Then we shoot him. There would be no gameplay if Pons was one of the developers. Pons, just stick to Call of Duty. Isn't that cute? I don't know how you're gonna hit any balls doing that, but you know, it's cute.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Please come in, Mr. Shelby.
Yeah.
Would you care for a coffee?
Oh, no thanks.
Do you play?
I tried once, but I think the owner of the course is still looking for me.
It's an interesting sport. It requires strength, but also a cool head and absolute precision. Would you care to hit a few balls with me? There's no
It's
danger
not making
of damaging
excuses
the
for
greens
golf.
here.
There's no reason for it. It's
Okay.
a silly thing that's...
Take off your jacket and grab a club.
It's just an excuse to hit balls.
The balls are in that basket.
It looks like a shelf, not a basket, but okay.
The most important thing
Whatever
is
you
to
say.
grip the club correctly. When you feel ready, you swing.
Oh, come on, move. Oh, damn it. Try this again.
Well, it's only your first ball. You should try to strike it a little harder next time.
I'm assuming you didn't invite me here just to play golf, Mr. Kramer.
I hear you've been asking questions about my son.
That's right. I want to know if Gordy is linked to the origami killer case in any way.
What?
My son had nothing to do with that sordid case.
Well, then he has nothing to fear from my investigation.
You have no business investigating my son. I told you, he had nothing to do with it.
With all due respect, Mr. Kramer, it's up to me to decide who I want to investigate.
I'm an influential man, Mr. Shelby, and I pay very well for loyalty.
Are you trying to buy me?
Let's just say I'm trying to show you where your interest lies. How much do you want to leave my son alone?
What do you got?
I think you misunderstood me. I don't play that game.
Don't go near my son, Mr. Shelby. If you do, you'll regret it.
Have a nice day, Mr. Kramer.
Alright, this is where I'm gonna leave it. So I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. Thank you so much for coming in again and hanging out. Good night to you, Hams. Good night, Pawns. And good night, Titan. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you soon.